Check, check. There we go. We've sincerely apologized for about that. We had a little technical difficulty. No sound. That's a big thing not to have. Tomlinson on the right wing. Finds Holbrook. Holbrook shoots from the top of the key. No good. Durbin with the rebound. Sound should be working now. So if you are listening, let us know where you're at and where you're from. We'd love to give you a shout out here on GCCS Radio. Durbin down into the post is Hazen. Hazen back out to James. James shoots the three, and it's swish. Sullivan to Stauffer. Stauffer working with Moore. Finds Holbrook in the corner. Nowhere to go, working against Durbin. Harmeyer to Tomlinson. Tomlinson sets for the three, shoots, releases, and it's a swish. Close game so far here in the first half of the first quarter. Hazen, nowhere to go, out to Durbin. Durbin to Moore. Whistle is blown in the corner.
Foul's called on number 1, Noah Tomlinson, his first, team's third. Ball will be taken out on the baseline by Durbin.
Hazen shoots, no good, gets his own rebound. Out to James. James swings it. Fritz gonna take the three with pressure in his face, no good. Moore tries to save it out of bounds. Unable to. Riley Peters is gonna check in. Receiving his first couple minutes of the game. Usually he starts. Harmeyer will hand it off to Riley Peters. Peters gonna take point. Screened by Tomlinson. Nowhere to go. Out to Holbrook, who shoots the long distance three from the corner. GCCS back with the lead. Bounce pass from James, intended for Moore. Nowhere to go with that, as ball's loose and out of bounds. Turnover. Peters to take it across, working with James. He's going to drive the lane, floats it, hits front and back of the rim and falls. Durbin to Fritz. Tries to go up, it's blocked. Nice clean block, probably an early whistle. Tomlinson couldn't believe he caught a foul on that.
Number 21, Trey Fritz, his first shot is good. And substitution for the Eagles, number 20, Timothy Sullivan will check in for number 1, Noah Tomlinson.
Yeah, with Noah already having 2 fouls here in the first quarter, Tillman's going to say go ahead and sit, and we'll see you in the second quarter. Peters up top. Holbrook to Sullivan. Harmeyer's going to drive the lane out to Holbrook. Holbrook shoots the three off the back of the rim. James with the rebound, finds Durbin. Durbin drives right side. Back out to James. Hazen tries to get the bounce pass to Durbin in the post. And it's knocked out of bounds by the Eagles. It'll stay Blue Devil ball.
Substitution for the Blue Devils, number 5, Mickley returns.
Durbin on the baseline. Finds Fritz. Dishes it to Durbin. Back out to a wide open Mickley. He shoots the three. Nowhere to go. Sullivan with the rebound. Finds Peters. Peters long pass intended for Sullivan, stolen by Durbin. And a little miscommunication pass there. It'll be a turnover, Grove City's ball. Harmeyer to Sullivan. Sullivan to his brother. Holbrook's going to drive the lane over to Caleb Sullivan. Ball gets loose. Durbin comes up with it. This is Fritz. Thought about the three. Off to Moore. Durbin's going to drive the post. Blocked by Tim Sullivan. To Peters. Behind the back pass. Tries to get it to Harmeyer. A little too fancy. Moore is there for the steal. Durbin's pass to Hazen. He goes up, no good. Holbrook running the sideline. Sullivan is there, up and under. Just not able to hang. Durbin with the rebound. He'll walk it across.
Under a minute to play.
Mickley to Fritz. To Moore. Takes it to the left wing. Back up top to Durbin. Fritz going to take the wide open three from the left wing. No good. Harmeyer's on an open break. .15 seconds left in the first quarter. Hazen's going to drive. Swing pass. Finds Durbin from the top. He shoots the three. And we got 4, 3. A half-court shot by Harmeyer. No good. That'll conclude the end of the first quarter of this varsity contest. Your Eagles on top the Blue Devils, 16-14. We'll be back in one quick minute with the start of the second quarter on the Eagles Radio Network.
Yep. And we're back. Mickley dribbles the ball, passes it off to number 3, James. Down in the post, pass back out. Ball gets loose, and it'll be Eagles ball.
Nice job.
Excuse me. It'll be Blue Devil ball. Durbin passes it into Mickley. Mickley takes it across half court with Riley Peters. Putting some pressure on him. Ball's passed off to Fritz. Back down to Durbin. Durbin passes it out to Fritz. Tries to pass it into Mickley. Gets a little jumbled up. Durbin shoots, no good. Mickley comes down with the ball. Hazen goes up for it. Rebounded by Hazen. Ball stolen. Goes up. Oh, no foul is called.
Yeah, that should have been goaltending right there. Didn't get the call on that. Fritz finds Mickley. He shoots the wide open three, and it's nothing but net. Back on top is the Blue Devils. This is the second time that the Blue Devils have seen the Eagles. The first time was a couple years ago at the district finals game. And Sullivan, T. Sullivan, gonna find the three from the corner.
Nice job.
Durbin to Fritz. Looking to go to the opposite wing. Finds Mickley. Durbin gonna drive the lane. Both Sullivan brothers were right there. And they call it on T. Sullivan, Tim Sullivan. That'll send Durbin to the line shooting two. If you are listening, we'd love to give you a shout out. Just send your name in the chat.
First shot for Durbin is good.
And we now have our fifth lead change here in this game.
You guys be smart out there.
Peters will take it across. He's going to drive on Mickley. Finds a wide open Caleb Sullivan. He banks it in for 2 points. James pass to Durbin. Whistle's blown.
Travel call.
We got a foul.
Oh,
They're going to call an offensive charge on Durbin. He looks very unsure about that call as he was definitely in front of Caleb Sullivan. Peters with the ball, working with Durbin. Floats it over to Sullivan. He goes up, able to draw the foul.
foul's called on number 5, Mickley, his first, team's third. First shot is no good.
Second shot, no good. Rebound, Durbin. Skylar Moore will take it across uncontested. Mickley on the right wing. Bounce pass into Durbin. Double coverage, nowhere to go. Out to Hazen. Back into the paint's Durbin. And they're going to call a travel. He is packing his bags and going to Hawaii. He's
Starting
traveling.
this again.
He's traveling.
Keep playing.
Take me with you.
Peters with Mickley. Right wing Sullivan. And they're going to call a block.
There you go.
That's 2 quick fouls on Durbin. Coach is going to say, bring it in, let's have a seat, rest for a few minutes. And they're going to check Trey Fritz in. A little bit of sweat on the floor there.
Substitution for the Eagles. Number 23, Isaac Harmeyer returns and gives Timothy Sullivan a little bit of a break.
Peters on the baseline. Floats it out to Holbrook, and it's stolen by James. He finds Moore.
A foul was called on number 32, Caleb Sullivan. His second, team 6.
Moore's shot does fall, and it is good. Peters swings it to Holbrook. Back out to Harmeyer. Stauffer's going to drive the lane, floats it up. Back of the rim, and they're going to call a charge. Skylar Moore take it across half court where Isaac Harmeyer is waiting. Fritz to James. He's going to float it. Hits the rim twice and falls. Peters going to drive. Two-step travel. Where's he traveling to?
Let's just say Maui. We'll use up all the Hawaiian
he's going to
islands
Maui.
first.
He's traveling to Maui. Fritz on the left wing. Down to James. James going to shoot the three off the front of the rim. Sullivan with the rebound. Finds Peters. Long pass to Stauffer. Oh, Stauffer with some nice moves. Not able to get the ball in the basket. Elbow shot by Fritz. 6-point lead. Biggest lead of the night by any team. And Timlin said he had enough. He's going to call a timeout. 26-24, 11 on the clock. We'll be back in one quick minute. And we are back with 4:05 remaining here in the second quarter after that break from Timlin. After a 6-point run from the Blue Devils. Harmeyer's pass almost stolen by the Blue Devils. A nice little jumper there by Stauffer to bring him back within 4. Skylar Moore to Fritz. He's going to take it around to the right side where Mickley's going to take the shot. Fouls on number 22, Skylar Moore with the push. His first, team 5th. Holbrook to Tomlinson, who's back after a very long break after getting 2 quick fouls in the first. Holbrook's going to take the shot, brings it back to 2 points. Hazen going to get charged with the charge. Charged with the charge. Great job there by Noah Tomlinson. He definitely didn't need to get his 3rd foul. He would have been right back out. That's his first, team 6th on Corbin Hazen. Peters on the left wing. Finds Tomlinson. Back out to Peters. Almost has a bounce pass into Tomlinson, but it's broken up and taken away by the Blue Devils. Moore's going to drive. Comes up short. Tomlinson with the rebound. Finds Holbrook. Holbrook sets. Floats it up. No good. Blocked and taken away by Fritz. Perimeter passing. James. Down in the post is Hazen. Up. No good. Holbrook comes down with it. Long pass. It's broken up. Holbrook finds it. Cross court to Peters. It's stolen by Mickley. And a nice little bank shot there. 4-point lead now for the Blue Devils. Peters gonna drive, and they're gonna call a foul.
Foul's called on number 5, Tyler Mickley, his second, team 7th. If you are listening in currently live, please let us know where you are from, and not necessarily where you're from, because we don't care about that. But
Where
you're
are
listening.
you in this world?
Where are you? Are you in Hawaii? Because if so, please invite us and pay for our tickets there.
We've already had 2 travels, one to Maui, one to Hawaii.
If you are in South Africa, send us some safari pics.
Riley's second shot falls. Back to a 3-point lead. Skylar Moore finds Fritz. James with a nice pass into Hazen. And he's going to call another charge. This might be the most charges I've ever seen in a game.
Mm-hmm.
And we haven't even finished the first. Yeah, we haven't even finished the first half. Peters to Harmeyer. Bounce pass to Holbrook. He's going to drive the lane. Just short. Rebound James. Finds Fritz on the left wing. Down in the post is James. Put back is good by Hazen.
Shout out to Olivia Nestor, who texted me and said, "You know where I'm from." Yes, I do. Right here in Grove City. You are a GCC alumni. Thanks for listening in.
Harmeyer to Holbrook. He's going to take the shot from the free throw line. No good. Fritz comes down with the ball. He's going to float it up. Intended for Hazen. Whitaker comes down with it. A nice assist there by Whitaker to Harmeyer. Harmeyer's first bucket of the night. No, I'm sorry, that's his 7th.
7 point.
Mickley takes the shot behind the basket. It goes and out of bounds. It was out on GCC. It'll stay Blue Devils ball. Ball stolen by Holbrook to Harmeyer. He shoots the 3 off the right side of the rim. Steals it back. Peters takes a long 3 off the right side of the rim. This is Mickley to Fritz. Jump fadeaway on the right side. And a last second putback. Official says count it. 32-27, 5-point lead for the Blue Devils. This has been a very exciting first half of play on both sides of the ball. We'll be back in the third quarter in 10 short minutes. And welcome back as we are set for the second half of play here. With the Blue Devils up 5 on the Eagles. Stauffer to Holbrook, going to take the jumper from the free throw line, no good. Moore comes down with the rebound. Hazen to Durbin. A little miscommunication there. That pass was intended for James. Ball got loose and went out of bounds. Tomlinson will check it in to Stauffer. Holbrook down in the paint is Tomlinson. Nowhere to go. Back out to Stauffer. Tomlinson takes the three. No good. Rebound and put back by Sullivan. It doesn't fall. Holbrook goes up and still does not fall. 3 attempts there by the Eagles. James with the rebound. Durbin on the left wing. Got a spin move. Puts it up for 2. Stauffer going to take a long 2 off the right side of the rim. Tomlinson can't come down with it. It'll go out of bounds. Out of bounds on Fritz. Tomlinson to Harmeyer. Sullivan is there. Off the assist from Tomlinson. Hazen to Durbin. Blocked by Tomlinson, stolen by Holbrook. Stauffer to Harmeyer. A little bit of a reach in there. Ball gets loose. James comes up with it. And a foul's called as Harmeyer got him on the arm.
Foul's called on number 50. Braden Holbrook, team's first this half. Huge shout out to our lovely supporters, Sweet Lorelei's Cakes. If you are in need of any special treats for a special day, especially Valentine's Day, Valentine's Day is coming up on this Wednesday, go to sweetlorelei's.com. You can see it in the lower right-hand corner on your screen and order your loved one some delicious treats.
Heart-shaped cupcakes, love it. Stauffer to Harmeyer. Pass was stolen by Fritz. Fritz goes up, and another foul, and an and one will be called on Holbrook. And one falls. Tomlinson finds Stauffer. Bounce pass into Tomlinson. Tries to get it to Sullivan, but it's stolen by James. He's going to run the court. Left-handed is up and in. Tillman's going to call a timeout. We'll be back in one quick minute on the Eagles Radio Network. And here we go with Tomlinson finding Peters. Tomlinson. Spin move. Out to Peters. He shoots the three off the front of the rim. Hazen comes down with the rebound. Finds Moore. Over to Durbin. Working with Harmeyer. Perimeter passing. And that shot was taken by Trey Fritz, for a three-point bucket. Harmeyer finds Tomlinson. Tomlinson thinks about the three. Gonna drive and throw it up. No good. Durbin with the rebound. And again, another three by Trey Fritz from the other end of the court. Nice pass from Peters to Harmeyer. Trey Fritz up and under. No good. Tomlinson with the rebound. To Holbrook. Finds Sullivan over to Tomlinson. Tomlinson thinks about the three, drives the lane. And they're going to call a charge.
Tripped on his own 2 feet a little bit.
You get down and dirty now.
That is Tomlinson's 3rd foul of the night. Team's 3rd for the 3rd quarter. Substitution for the Eagles. Noah Whitaker comes in for Isaac Harmeyer.
Harmeyer leading the team right now with 9 points. Moore to Fritz. Back up top to Moore, working against Peters. Finds James. James takes the three. In and out it goes. Durbin's there for the putback. Eagles going to take another timeout. 49-31 with 3:05 remaining in the third. We'll be back in 30 seconds. And we're back with Whitaker taking the ball right in front of the fans. Whitaker, Tomlinson, nowhere to go. Out to Holbrook, who's open for the three. Off the left side of the rim, Durbin with the rebound. Finds Moore, he'll walk it across. To Fritz. Back up top to Moore, working against Peters. Trey Fritz with the ball. James going to turn, shoot the three, and that's nothing but net for James. Hard to defend when they're starting to just shoot 3 points from everybody. Reach in foul there by Dylan James. His first, team's first this half. Tomlinson to Peters. Bounce pass over to Whitaker. Gets it down to Tomlinson in the post. Turns. A nice little putback there. Trey Fritz. Bounce pass into Durbin. And Tomlinson's there. That's going to draw a foul. That's 4 now on Tomlinson. Timlin going to leave him in. Trying to talk with the official. Danville up 20. Durbin trying to make it 21 on this next free throw. Peters, long pass intended for Thompson, stolen by Hazen. Fritz to James. A lot of perimeter passing here by Danville, which is something they are very, very good at, as we saw from a couple years ago at the district final game. Looked like a little bit of a dispute on who it went out on there.
I was watching the replay. It looked like
It definitely
Danville
looked like
just
Danville.
passed it right out of bounds. But
Yeah, it definitely was off Danville there.
guess I'm not the official, so.
Moore working with Peters. Gonna drive out to Fritz. Down in the post, Tomlinson gonna get the charge call.
Under a minute to play here in the third quarter.
That's 2 charges that Tomlinson's taken, and probably a good 6, at least 6 charges this game. Definitely the most I've ever seen in a game.
Mm-hmm.
Under a minute to play here, Peters floats it over to Tomlinson. He's got all 3 guys on him. Able to put it in for 2. Fritz to Moore. To Durbin. Swing passes. Tries to get it into the post. And I believe Sullivan will be called on the foul.
That's his third, team 6th. 22.6 seconds left to play in the third quarter.
Durbin going to give it to Fritz, and Fritz hits another 3. He's got at least 4.
18 points now for Fritz.
Tomlinson going to take a 3. Off the left side of the rim, no good. Sullivan with the rebound. Over to Peters. He's going to float it from the elbow. And Fritz with the long ball there. That'll conclude the first 3 quarters of play. We'll be back in 1 quick minute for the start of the fourth quarter here at the Nest on the Eagles Radio Network. And we are here to start the fourth quarter with Fritz finding Durbin. Almost an over and back call. Stauffer was able to find it. Holbrook down in the Tomlinson, out to a wide open Stauffer for the three off the front of the rim. And T. Sullivan is there, going under the rim to get it. Fritz going to back it down a little bit. Stauffer tries to reach in to block it there. James going to take the three. Rebound, Hazen, he goes up, left side, no good. Tomlinson finds it. Long pass to C. Sullivan. Back out to Whitaker, should have just took it up himself. He had the time. Skylar Moore with the ball, working against Whitaker. Finds Fritz.
Shooter.
To Durbin. And another charge.
Charge was called on number 22. Skylar Moore. His
Guess
second, team's third. He was holding Tomlinson.
Whitaker on the baseline looking for Stauffer, needing a little extra help. Tomlinson comes back. Whitaker versus Durbin. Holbrook on the left side to Stauffer. He's going to take the jumper for a deep two off the back of the rim. James with the rebound.
You got a couple to give now.
Fritz on that left side. Oh, ball gets a little loose, little miscommunication there. James will kick it out of bounds. It'll be Eagles ball. Tomlinson to Stauffer. Stauffer's going to drive a lane. And they're going to call a block. And Stauffer hit his head pretty hard. Our athletic trainer does an amazing job. Courtney, she just ran out there.
As well as Papa Staff.
Looks like he hit his head. First thing I'll do is go through the concussion protocol. And we'll take a quick pause while they work with Stauffer. All right, with 5:59 on the clock, Danville up by 20 against the Eagles. Thomason trying to set a screen for Holbrook. Peters trying to give him the ball. Wide open Trey Fritz. Shoots the three, no good. Durbin comes down with it. Mickley to Durbin. Finds Fritz.
Whitaker goes for the ball, slips up a little bit, fouls. His third, team's 7th. His first, excuse me, team's 7th. Be a 1-1 for Mickley. First shot falls. Second shot is good.
Whitaker to Tomlinson. He's going to drive. All around the rim it goes and falls. Timeout for the Eagles. We'll be back in a quick minute. 59-39, 5:18 to play. All right, here we go. Durbin going to drive to the left side. A couple quick passes there, broken up by Peters. Ball go out of bounds. Stay Danville's ball. A lot of talking today. A lot of screaming at a track meet.
When did that?
A long pass to James. Working with Whitaker. Fritz thought about the three. Passes it off to Mickley. Under 5 to play. Durbin to Fritz. Perimeter passing by Danville. Stolen by Whitaker. Misses the layup. Rebound Fritz. And we got a jump ball. Good hustle and effort there by Whitaker.
Caleb Sullivan checks in for his brother, Timothy Sullivan. And Noah Tomlinson will take the ball out.
Ball gets stripped by Peters as he tries to go up for the layup. Durbin's going to walk it across. This game has now reached 1 hour of play, including halftime. That was a no shot. That was a travel. We've already traveled to Hawaii and Maui. I think we should go to
Cape Town, South Africa.
Iceland.
Oh,
it's a little warmer after 2 warm vacations.
I was going to say Iceland, actually, and then I changed it. So
Big Sky, Montana. Get
Great
some
minds.
skiing in.
What? You go from Iceland to Montana? No way.
Fritz to Durbin. Pressure by Grove City. Stolen by Whitaker to Tomlinson. And he was fouled. Only the 5th foul, so it will not be a 1-and-1. Foul is going to be recorded on Trey Fritz, his 2nd, team's 5th. Tomlinson will take it right in front of the Eagles fans. Tomlinson thought about the three, over to Harmeyer. Sullivan nowhere to go, tries to go back out to Holbrook. It gets stolen by Fritz. Fritz going to take the easy jumper, no good. Durbin with the rebound and put back, falls for 2 points. Whitaker into Holbrook, and Sullivan going to get a hard foul in the back.
Foul's called on number 5. Mickley, his third, team 6. Cable's first shot is good. Swish. 6 points now for Caleb Sullivan.
Hazen, bounce pass over to Fritz. Back out to Durbin up top. Durbin to Mickley. Danville doing what they do best, killing clock and doing a lot of perimeter passing. Oh, almost stripped away by Tomlinson.
I wish we had shot clocks in high school.
Yep, because Danville's very good at doing what they're doing right now.
2 points for Dylan James.
Tomlinson with the ball, finds Sullivan. Sullivan takes the easy jumper, no good. Harmeyer's there for the putback and the end one. The end one is good. Fritz to Durbin. Dylan James. Cross court to Fritz. 1:48 to play. I tell you what, this has been a game where all starters have been in the entire game.
I'd say they'll sleep good tonight.
Second shot does not fall. Sullivan with the rebound finds Tomlinson. To Harmeyer. Tries to go up with it.
Isaac
And he's fouled.
Harmeyer is fouled by number 3. His second, team's 8th. Isaac will be shooting 2. First shot is no good. B. Cook, how many games do we have left in this season?
Oh, well, senior night's next Friday, so not too many. I know the middle school tournament starts on Monday. We have 1 game here that we're hosting and 2 on Thursday. And then we
busy.
got boys senior night on Friday. Long pass over to Dylan James. Stand under the basket, good for 2. Under a minute to play here in the 4th. We didn't get to see any of the Brett Baker show.
Nope. That's all right. He got elbowed in the JV game right in the eye, so he's a little puffy.
He got a nice little shiner on his right eye.
It's all right. They got Skittles on the bench to make up for it.
Can't hurt him. He's a pole vaulter. 25 seconds to go. And they're just going to sit there and let the clock run out. And that'll conclude the game for us this evening with a score of 65-47. Your leading scores tonight. Go ahead and break us down real quick.
For Danville, we have only a few shots on the board, really. But Corbin Hazen with 4, Skylar Moore with 5, Tyler Mickley with 7. We've got Skylar Durbin with 13, and a tie for first place with Trey Fritz with 18 and Dylan James with 18. For your Grove City Eagles, we've got Braden Holbrook with 8, Noah Tomlinson with 9, and Isaac Harmeyer leading with 15 points tonight.
Thank you for tuning in to the GCCS Sports Radio. Hope you guys have a good, safe weekend.